Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Come here to cleanse your soul. Yeah, 4-4 and go. That other get no. We got Sam Ryan time. This is a sports octagon. Sports for forever and beyond. Spending with Sam Ryan time. From the puck to the glove to the pigskins high. Share all of your thoughts, just let it ride. Down the baseline in the bleachers, or you gonna get denied. Yeah, share all of your thoughts, just let it ride. 4-4 and go. Come here to cleanse your soul. Yeah, it's 4-4 and go. Come here to cleanse your soul.
The Browns Super Bowl contenders.
Hey, listen, when we start talking about what wins Super Bowl, we talk Super Bowls, we talk about talent. The Browns, they have the talent. They have
it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome into, I don't know what we're calling this one, 2020 highlight show and special like announcement. Pretty excited. We'll get the drum rolls rolling here in a little bit on that one, but welcome in everybody. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, if you're over on YouTube, hit the notification and subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, hit the follow button. Help us out. Join us. That way every time we come on live, you get to see us every single time. How exciting.
Big time. Big time.
So, welcome in. How's you guys' what is today? Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, you think I would know that. I feel like I say that every time I get on here. I knew, listen though, when it was Friday night, I knew because we had a football game. That was pretty obvious.
Yes, yeah. It definitely makes it a lot easier when you have sports to kind of dictate your schedule. I won't even lie to you guys, without we've kind of had a little bit of a week off, kind of, without a whole bunch of sports and stuff like that. It's different, man. It's different. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I got to support the squad. They got two games taken away from them. Those Heralds boys, man. Herald football's back, and I can't wait to see what they've got next year.
Yep.
That was from Marcus.
Yeah, I noticed that. It took me a second to see why you went that direction, but now I understand. But yeah, so with speaking of schools, I guess we could kind of dive into that real quick. St. John just went remote. I know all of Asheville area did. It's going to be interesting starting tomorrow. My first grader goes fully remote. And so everyone out there, I could not be much more of a parent than by telling you I've threatened my son's life, that if he does not abide to what the grandparents say, because he will be going to school over there with them, he will die. That's about the best I could put it.
Listen, sometimes that's the way she goes, boys. That's why you got to play the game.
I've noticed with my son, the short, 6, almost 7 years of his life now, that it's either 0 or 100 with him, and I went 100 all day long to let him know death will come upon you. Man. But I hope all the kids are doing well out there. I know I did actually Marcus, who's watching the show. I talked to him basketball. I won't call it official because I don't know if I can, but I guess basketball's throughout the area has been pushed back a month. Is that anyone can?
Yeah. So from what I gather, I've talked to 2 other coaches in the area. No practices going on out there either.
Right.
Until December. Which, listen, it's 2020. You know, maybe they figure, well, listen, those football coaches did it in 2 weeks. Let's see what the basketball guys do.
Why not? Let it ride.
I feel bad for these basketball coaches because, conditioning matters so much in football. It really does matter. But you can almost hide it a little bit in football. If you're not in shape in basketball, before you know it, you're down by 13, 14, 15 points. And there's nothing, one of my old coaches who we'll talk about later in the show,
What's up, Grandpappy?
Said Grandpappy. He said that one of the things he would say is when we would call timeout, okay, because I played on a freshman team that wasn't very good, talent wise, but that same team lost only one game the entire year because of the excellent coaching we had. And one of the things he would say during timeouts was, if you look over there and the starters are bent over or their hands are on their knees, we've already beat them. And that was absolutely true. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's not only remote learning, but there's going to be remote training. So now it's going to be incumbent upon the athletes themselves to sit at home and find ways to keep yourself in shape. Are you going to rank up in Fortnite, or are you going to rank up in real life?
Hey, I like that analogy. I like that.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yep. But the biggest thing, like this time of year, to all the basketball players, just so you know, Thursday it's going to be 60 out, so you probably could hit a court somewhere. You know what I mean? But
you got to play by yourself, though.
Hey, you know what?
Don't forget, he said you're grounded.
Right. Yes, that is true. And we'll touch into that here in a little bit. We can't help it, but
my fellow Iowans.
with his cousin / sister in the background, whoever it may be. Yeah. Ranking up. What's up, Zach? Thanks for joining the show today, buddy. Yeah.
Ranking up before. Listen, Zach, you did enough body ranking up. You need to let that body rest. So you get a pass. You're going to get a pass, Winchell.
But you get, this week coming up a little bit better outside. But other than that, I don't think you can go to any gyms or anything like that. As far as then again, they are technically still open, but you got till 10 o'clock, just so everyone knows. So let's just dive into that. DeWine comes out today and basically says 10 p.m. everyone needs to be home. Last week on, I think that was Thursday or Friday evening, he came out and reiterated the mask is mandatory everywhere, which it's been mandatory, but no one's followed the restrictions.
Yeah, it's
and the guidelines.
Circle K and Dollar Tree.
Right.
It's mandatory for y'all too.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. Today, though, so I have this habit of visiting.
Not the workers, by the way. The workers do a phenomenal job. I'm not dogging them.
Yeah. Flying J in the morning for my cup of coffee. It's just on my way to where I go to work. But I would say out of 10 people in there, 4 had masks on. But today, they had their mask, and it was nice to see.
This is my favorite right here.
Are you going to cut a hole in the middle of it?
Hey, yeah, boy.
It doesn't say specifically where to put it.
Get a pack of Pall Malls back there and a bag of beef jerky.
Hey, anyone rocking the triple chin has a good out right now. And you can hide it, baby. You can hide it. But it is terrible. It is. I've actually had quite a few I won't say quite a few family members, a couple family members from another state tell me they got it, and it was probably some of the worst sickness they've ever dealt with. It's not something to mess with. I know you hear a lot of people, you talk to people every day, and some say it's just nothing to worry about. It's not that big of a deal. It's blown over out of proportion. And then today I'm watching Fox 8 News, and some nurse, COVID director at the Cleveland Clinic is writing basically a letter pleading and begging people to just wear a mask. I know everyone has their own opinions and everything, but just put it on. You're walking into a store, walking out, do your thing. Be safe. Not be courteous to the people around you.
Listen, and if you're gonna put on a mask, unfortunately we don't have them yet, just because we haven't got a chance to get them. You can go get a really dope mask with 440 and Goals emblem on them at down at Made in Ohio in the Asheville Harbor. So you can get those 3 beautiful faces on top of your face.
I do believe they're only $9 too. It's nothing crazy. And they're gaiters. Those are my favorite. They wrap around your neck. You always have them. You don't have to worry about, did I get my mask? All the guys out there watching, I know you can co-sign with me on this, because how many times have you gotten out of your car to go into somewhere and you said, damn it, and had to walk all the way back to your car to get a mask. Get you a gator. You don't worry about that no
something
more.
real quick. Last show, when you guys said that we were getting gators from Bart, I had no idea what a gator was, and I legitimately thought that you guys were going to surprise me with, like, gator boots or something like that from Made in Ohio. I was like, I'm about to be Birdman up
We was about to show up
Gator
boots with a pimped out Gucci suit. It ain't no
like
big
a
deal.
purple row, a gold emblem on the gator
No.
boot. I was like,
Listen, if you think I am above wearing a suit with our name, with our faces all over it, you don't know me. I will wear that, including a tie.
Just decked out. But yeah, so back to DeWine a little bit. So DeWine imposes a curfew, which again, I mean, Sammy said it earlier. We're in timeout. We're grounded. I don't really understand it. I think it says basically 10 p.m. Everyone's supposed to be home. No one's supposed to be out except for emergency personnel.
he had a gator on the diamond, boy. Let me tell you what.
Emergency personnel. I mean, I guess if you're traveling to work, if you work third shift, I mean, there's no way. I mean, it was like telling us something we already knew, you know. But go ahead.
I don't know how many people were doing stuff past 10 o'clock anyway at this point. But
I mean, if you're a parent, that's a hot no. I mean,
I think it's funny. I mean, one of the things I've worried about from the beginning with this is the bottleneck effect. So if you tell everybody, and this is present when you think about like Walmart and everything, okay? So if you tell everybody, listen, we were open 24 hours a day. Now we're only going to be open until 10. A lot of those people, like I used to be when I was a third shift worker, that I enjoyed shopping at Walmart at midnight because there was never anybody there. Now you're putting more and more people into these places at once. I'll tell you this. I don't know what the answer is. I know that a curfew isn't it, though. I know that ain't it.
I mean,
No.
it's tough. I mean, I guess, is it next week? He's supposed to come down with possibly more, depending on how the week goes. It's all week to week. I do know as far as the school system, I think, Jessica Marie did mention it. They'll revisit basketball November 30th, and I do believe that's for most of the schools too. So don't quote me on that. Talk to your local school official. But it's like basically a 2 or 3 week mandate that he put out. But and it can come with a misdemeanor charge if you're caught out after 10 and you have no reason to be out. We'll see how that one goes.
So listen,
that should be
all you cats that are out there, doing raggedy stuff, trying to sneak out, don't get double caught because when
And can you imagine
that ticket?
Can you imagine being the person that happens to? Like, there are so many serious things that you can get a misdemeanor charge for. Do you really want to be that guy that got a misdemeanor charge for being out at 10:30 doing hood rat stuff? Like, come on, man. Like, doing hood rat stuff with your hood rat friends. Like, come on, man. Like, rule of thumb, I'm in before 9 o'clock. Like, I'm breaking Megan's curfew by doing the football games with you guys. So I'm in, baby. Like this ain't affecting me. Like, I wasn't allowed out past 7:30 when I lived with my father. So this ain't nothing new to me. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, I don't think the answer is 10 o'clock curfew because, like Sammy said, it's a bottleneck effect, man. It's like just like being at at Walmart, you're just bottlenecking out. Like, if people are out at 9:45, they're like, oh crap, got to get home. Everyone's bum rushing to their car. You're all in the same space anyway. I think, like we said from the beginning, we're all just doing the best with what we have at this point, and I don't think there is a right or a wrong answer, but I think that this is going to set the bar for future generations. So I think that it's good that we're trying to figure it out now rather than saying, forget it, we'll figure it out 5 years from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I hope that the numbers kind of cool off. I hope that all happens. I don't think, even if they do happen, I will tell you this, it's not because of the 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they cool off, it's because they cooled off. It's because people are seeing 8,000 cases and big hospitals such as Metro having 80% of their ICU taken up with COVID patients, which
Yep.
is accurate as of today. And mind you, for everybody, watching or whatever, and I really didn't want to get back into the COVID stuff, but I guess it's going to happen anyway.
Here we are.
These hospitalizations that you're seeing right now are from the numbers from 2 to 3 weeks ago, from the numbers when we were seeing under 1,000 cases, which was startling. I'm terrified to what the hospitals are going to have in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
With 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. So that's tough. That's really tough.
Yeah.
The real answer is, I don't think that shutting the whole world down is gonna do it. But I will tell you this: put a damn mask on. There's that. You can do that. Everybody can do that.
Yeah, I mean it ain't hard.
I mean, genuinely, does wearing a mask suck? Yeah, it does. It sucks.
I gotta smell my own breath, man. That's horrible.
But,
Especially after I've had a chew. Oh,
And me-
Dental hygiene is through the roof right now because everybody knows that your breath smells like hot garbage.
Yeah, this year is the first time I've ever tried mouthwash in my life. Before that, it was just, never mind. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, be Ashtabula strong, help each other out, man. It really is. Even Ashtabula County's seen the highest number of cases over the past 2 weeks that they've ever seen. And don't forget, everybody, when we shut down in Ohio, just a short 6 months ago, we were at 1,500 cases a day. We're approaching 8,000 cases a day. It's not, we've quadrupled that number, and we're still fighting through it, and we'll fight through it. It does suck, and I'll be honest. This week was the first week that I've been a little bit nervous about COVID. Usually the past couple months it's been, it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's around the corner, and the position that I'm at, I'm actually really lucky because I don't really interact with a lot of people. But there's a lot of places that I've went that are in Lake County and Cuyahoga County, which I just found out today, Lake County has the highest number of COVID cases in all of the state of Ohio. And that is a stone's throw away. That is literally 30 minutes west.
That's where I work.
Not even, I'm
We all
sorry.
work there.
Not
That's
even,
where I work.
call it 20 minutes west. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Insanity 9-0. I love the cover up there, Mr. Revis. I love it. I mean, I had to put that out there.
I'll tell you what. The biggest thing that we've got Christmas coming up, so Thanksgiving is going to be raggedy. Okay, I think we can all understand that. I think everybody gets that Thanksgiving's going to suck. Christmas is coming up. If we play our cards right and everybody kind of follows suit, we might get to be together for that. I don't even know if that's going to happen. Because, one of the things you've heard DeWine talking about is I've heard of birthday parties where, 5 and 6 people are getting infected with the virus. Well, I thought that was fake until I have 2 different party things that happened where 5 and 6 people have gotten the COVID-19 virus from. One was a wedding, and another one was a Halloween party where 5, 6, 7, 8 people are all catching COVID in this one spot. So it's very real. It's very contagious like that. And because we are all, and I think everybody's a little bit guilty at this point, let our guard down, got tired of it, maybe got a little bit lax or whatever, we're going to wreck the holidays this year. So, you got to think about it. It's super, we all have selfish times. We kind of you got to button it up because, for some people, this is going to be the last Christmas they get with some of their family members.
Yeah.
So, it'd be nice to button it up. Will that happen? Sorry, I know I sound negative. I don't care because I'm a realist. The fact is if you give people the choice, if you say, please wear a mask, they are not going to.
No.
If you tell them you have to, that's what's going to get it done. And even then, you're going to have pushback.
I will say,
you cannot leave it up to people because they're going to make the wrong decision every single time.
there is supposed to be at all retail stores and maybe restaurants and bars. I'm not sure, but a mask officer. I did the same thing. All I could imagine was Paul Blart just standing there.
Oh God, that poor guy.
On a hoverboard or whatever. What's that thing called? I feel like Tom knows this. What is that?
Segway.
Segway, yeah. Like
Yeah.
someone standing on a Segway saying, "Got your mask? Nope, no entry. We'll see you, bud." I would say the perfect man for that job would be John McCoy. I think he would turn that into an absolute travesty for somebody.
You got a mask? Nope. You got to go.
Yep.
Scared money don't make money. Get out of here right now. Come on.
But yeah, I mean, moving on a little bit, we said our spiel about COVID. I liked it when we weren't talking about it, but that meant we had a lot of sports to talk about. So, unfortunately, where we're at right now, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on. But I am pretty excited. Tonight, Sammy did take the time and effort, put together a nice highlight reel of the season. He proclaims, I have not seen the video, so I cannot justify whether or not he's done this or not, but he proclaims it's every touchdown that we've covered. But knowing Sammy, it's probably true. It really is genuinely true, and I'm sure it will be interesting because it is a 10-minute long video.
Yeah, so get your popcorn ready, folks, because we got a little bit of a video here. It's not only going to be the high school touchdowns. There are some highlight reel catches. There are some highlight reel runs. All of you youngsters, the freeway leaguers, we got your touchdowns on there. The junior high game that we covered, we've got your touchdown on there. There's a lot of what we covered this year, and it's more or less a thank you, and that's what I really wanted to get across with this is I want to say thank you. We've said it a couple times, and I don't think you can thank people enough. I have a very good friend that says always give flowers to people when they're above the ground. So I will continue to thank, coaches from Geneva, Lakeside, Edgewood, Conneaut, Jefferson, St. John, PV. Did I get everybody? Because we have so many now. All of you guys, fantastic. You guys were our foot in the door. You guys opened your arms. The athletic directors from every single school, Baxter, Losi, Nowakowski. I'm going to keep going. Cray, Rock, and we got one more. I'll think of it later.
Yep.
Anyway, all of you guys. Jefferson, Losi.
Okay.
Mr. Losi. You guys are all fantastic. You made this whole year awesome. The players, the coaches, everybody. This is your year in review, I guess, is the best way to put it. So bear with me. It's a long video, so therefore I have to share my whole screen.
Nothing but the screen.
Oh.
Make sure I hit share audio.
Here we go. Let's see if he can do it.
Let's see if we can get this together.
for it. Yep. That's going to be a touchdown.
Go over the middle.
And he's going to push the play. Lakers!
Boom. There's Darren Osborne, and he's fast. He's going to break one. Get out there, get Run. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's kickstart comeback. Keep cutting. There we go. That's going to be a 77-yard touchdown pass. JR.
Nick's not going to get it to Savion Chapman. Chapman's going to look for the sideline. He's going to find it. He's got some room to run. If he gets past that black defender, that's going to be a lakeside touchdown. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Dragon. And I think you can expect Savion Chapman to get the ball here, and that's exactly where it goes. And guess what? He's got room to run. I think they're going to be on the board again. This is going to be the 20, the 10, the 5. Savion Chapman with another huge.
That's a moment right there, folks. That's why we do this, right here, right now, to see that. Zach Winfield, Sean Freeman. What a great moment. Doesn't matter the record, it just matters what you do. And of course, you can give that ball to his mom. All right, and we are back. Thank you guys all for tuning in with that. Sammy's video, which I'm sure he's going to post out there on Facebook and YouTube for everyone to check out again. Just some highlights of the season. It was a lot of fun. It really was. We've talked about it for 2-3 shows in a row now. Can't thank everyone enough. All the staffs over at all the schools. It genuinely was a lot of fun, but that moment right there at the end is kind of, again, I said it out loud while the video was going, but that's why we do what we do, being able to capture moments like that. So thanks to everybody again. But yeah, so coming up, I don't know, Sammy's got a big announcement, Tom's got a big announcement, someone's got a big announcement, right?
Yeah, we got, you know what, before we get to that announcement, I just want to talk about real quick on that video. The 3 big catches, it was really cool to see. So the 3 big catches, the 3 biggest catches of the year go down the line. So it's David Fuentes from St. John, so a high schooler. down to Nate Bartone, I believe is his name, in junior high, who still, I have no idea how that kid makes that catch, to JJ Dufour, who's in the Freeway League. So, these wide receivers are getting better and better and better. A couple guys we're talking about, they're just, I want to give them their due because they didn't get their due on the show. Guys to watch out for. Theron Osborne Jr. is as fast as anybody I've ever seen. He's one of the little kids that ran and was he's quick as lightning. You guys will be seeing a ton of him. Savion Chapman, that wasn't one touchdown run over and over and over again. The dude just ran that many touchdowns. That kid's going to be an absolute monster. I'm not sure what we're doing here in Ashtabula to get guys like that because look at Ja'Shawn Sanders, who's running all over the competition too, who, by the way, we love, contrary to popular belief. Lakeside's got some great people coming up behind them. Geneva's got a couple great guys. Shepehi. I'm sure somebody will get on here and tell me I said it wrong. Hayden Deemer. There's a young man named Luca over there. There are some real studs out there coming up in the ranks. It's going to be very, very exciting for Ashtabula County football. We are really, really excited to sink our teeth into it. It's really just been an awesome, awesome year. I've never had this much fun covering football in my entire life.
It's probably because it's the first year you ever did cover football.
Well, I'm talking about this. I've never had this much fun watching football, I guess, in my entire life.
Right. But, it was fun, exciting. Can't wait. Basketball season's on the horizon. Hopefully sometime in the next couple months we do get to see some high school ball. I'm not sure. Same thing with wrestling and the girls basketball too. So hopefully something comes about with that, but we'll find out around, I think it was November 30th. So. Yeah,
and so without further ado, get the drum roll, boys. Coming up on Tuesday, November 24th, is going to be Lakeside coaches Matt Newsom and Sean Allgood going to come on the show and talk about this upcoming season, their teams, what's going on with the year, who to watch out for. We're starting off. It's hoop season, baby. So that's going to kick off on Tuesday. I believe that is going to be the next time we're going to be on, right, folks? Because I don't think we're going to do a Friday show this week.
Unless something crazy happens between now and Friday, don't plan on seeing us on Friday. But we'll make an announcement. If we are coming on Friday, just look for, we'll send something out there on Facebook and YouTube. That way everyone has a event invite, I do believe is what Facebook calls it. So, you said that was the 24th, right?
Yeah, so that's the 24th, Tuesday. It's going to be an 8:30 start time. We'll get on here like we normally do, and we'll warm you up.
Yep. Get the ball rolling. But
and talk some hoops. Those guys actually have played already this year. They got to play against PV. I believe all three of the PV3 were on the basketball court that day too. So
somehow we didn't know about that one. I'm not sure how we didn't, but we just didn't.
Very, very sneaky.
Yeah, that one was. They were flying that plane in real low. You know what I
mean? But it's basketball season. I'm super psyched about that. You guys thought I blew out your eardrums during football. Wait.
Well, so the 24th, that's Tuesday coming up. Matt Newsom and Sean Allgood, varsity coach and assistant coach, I do believe, will be joining the show. Pretty excited to hear about that because, honestly, I don't really know much about basketball. I can do some good rebounding. I got a hook shot, they say. You know what I mean? But other than that, that's really about it. That was kind of the wrap up of the year. For football, it is officially, the T's have been crossed, the I's have been dotted. It's over with. Nothing else going on. Yep, and we're going to take a little bit of a hiatus till next week. This will give us a week off and get prepared, get ready to rock and roll, because before you know it, every week we're going to have coaches on. That's the plan, at least, to have a new coach on every Tuesday night until the season starts. Kind of like what we did with football season. COVID has its ups and downs, and good and bad. And the good out of this, we get to interview every coach before the season, probably. So
Yeah, gotta
that
give
would
us
be
the
nice.
chance to get to know the programs, not just the programs, but some of the kids. I think we became pretty well versed in the top football players in the area, and I'm looking forward to becoming more well versed in the top basketball players in the area. I'll be the first to admit that I had a good idea of some of the great football players we had around here. Basketball, not so much. I'm going to get to know a lot of these kids this year. I'm looking forward to it.
Whole new animal. I don't even know what kind of defenses. I don't know. They run a screen defense or a cover 2.
No, you got your full court, you got your half court, your 2-3 zone, your 3-2.
Wait,
your
press.
1-3-1.
I know press.
They do press. They do press.
No cover
And,
2 in basketball, though, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe cover 3. Well, wouldn't it be called cover 5 if it was a thing?
Closest thing to cover 3 would be a 2-3 zone.
Oh, but JJ said thanks, guys. No problem. Or Jim Dufour. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
JJ is an outstanding receiver for that Freeway League, the Buckeye Red. Look out for that kid in junior high next year because he's got better hands than some of the high school kids out here, and definitely better footwork. So,
Yep.
just like so, Lakeside is breeding running backs, and Edgewood is breeding receivers. It's going to be a fun couple years.
That's going to be wild.
Hey, and don't forget, guys, no one's taken me up on my offer yet. You go down to Made in Ohio, get a shirt made with our logo on it. First one to post it on Facebook. Show us that you did it. I'm paying for it. No one's done it, so waiting for that. It's a free T-shirt. All you got to do is go down there and get it done.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Get down there. It's 1028 Bridge Street.
1028 Bridge Street.
1028 Bridge Street in beautiful. historic.
Ashtabula
Go
Harbor.
ahead, Ryan. I know it's
Downtown. Ashtabula Harbor. Even though, yeah, call it what you want, but all right, guys, it was a magical season. Thank you guys so much for joining us in tonight. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
All right, hey, thanks so much, guys. Can't wait to get this little vacay out of the way and get back next Tuesday and start dropping some hoops. It's going to be a slam dunk.
Here we go.
It's gonna be big, baby. P.T. Pierce as far as the eye can see.
All right, Dickie V.
I'm gonna leave.
To Dickie V. Get ready, baby. It's gonna be wild.
End with a message from our sponsors because we didn't get them on the show, but here we go.
440 and Gold presents Made in Ohio. Made in Ohio makes custom t-shirts, hoodies, banners, jerseys, and more. With the fastest turnaround time in Ashtabula, 440 and Gold is proud to have Made in Ohio as its official Player of the Week sponsor. Contact Made in Ohio at 440-964-9057 or visit Made in Ohio at 1028 Bridge Street in beautiful, historic Ashtabula Harbor. Also, check Made in Ohio out on Facebook for upcoming Black Friday sales for the holiday season. 440 and Gold proudly presents Trilogy Cabinets and Design. Planning a small remodel or building your dream home? From a single display case to cabinetry throughout the entire home, Trilogy Cabinets and Design can help make your vision a reality. Their quality and designs are second to none and are often more affordable than other custom options. If you can dream it, Trilogy Cabinets and Design can build it. Contact Trilogy Cabinet and Designs at 814-683-4511.
Tri-Fin Charters, Northeast Ohio's premier multi-species guide service. Captain Mark Diedrich is here to set up your trip of a lifetime. Catfish, walleye, steelhead, crappie, perch, and more. Mosquito Lake, Lake Erie, Ohio River, or even Pymatuning Reservoir. Tri-Fin Charters, where dreams become reality.
Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Come here to cleanse your soul. Yeah, 4-4 and go. That other get no. We got Samurai in time. This is a sports octagon. Sports for forever and beyond. Spending with Samurai in time. From the puck to the glove to the pigskins high. Share all of your thoughts, just let it ride. Down the baseline in the bleachers, or you gonna get denied. Yeah, share all of your thoughts, just let it ride. 4-4 and go. Come here to cleanse your soul. Yeah, it's 4-4 and go. Come here to cleanse your soul.
The Browns Super Bowl contenders.
Hey, listen, when we start talking about what wins Super Bowl, we talk about talent. The Browns, they have the talent. They have it.